Hello and welcome to the JPN podcast. My name's Kyle Leopard, and I'll premise by letting you know that I'm not a voice actor, as you can tell. In fact, for the next few months I'm plagued with severe fall allergies, so I'll try my best to make sure these lessons have clear enunciation. Since you're here, I'm going to assume that for some reason you've decided to learn Japanese. Or maybe not. Maybe you've just decided to see what Japanese is like. Either motive, I hope you find this podcast to be fun and informative. Hajimemashou. Let's begin. The Japanese language has four basic writing systems. All four are used in everyday routines. The four systems are Hiragana, Katakana, Kanji, and Romaji. Let's start with Hiragana. Hiragana is a kana system where each character or kana represents a syllable. This is what makes reading Hiragana so straightforward. Each symbol indicates a certain sound and, unlike English, when combined they do not modify each other. Hiragana is primarily used for particles and when there is no kanji equivalent. Hiragana can also be used as furigana. Furigana are small hiragana characters written beside their kanji equivalent and serves as an aid for small children and those learning Japanese who do not yet know how to recognize kanji. Let's take a look at the hiragana chart. Okay, don't freak out. The thought of memorizing them can, at first, seem a little daunting. However, if you can focus on these a few at a time, memorizing this chart is a piece of cake. This chart is read by starting at the top right-hand corner and going down, then moving to the top of the column to its left, and so on. We'll take a closer look at this later. It's time for katakana. Katakana is also a kana system, which, again, means that each character or kana represents a single syllable. However, katakana is for loan words or borrowed words from other languages. Katakana are used to pronounce words and names that are not native to Japanese. Western names are a prime example of this. My first name is Kyle, and in Japanese it would be written as Ka-iru, Kairu. So remember, hiragana is used for particles, native words for which there are no kanji, and as an aid for those who can't read kanji, and that katakana is used for foreign or borrowed words that are not native to the Japanese language. And now, I've already mentioned it several times now, kanji. The average person uses over 3,000 kanji in a single day. Yes, that's 3,000 unique characters. The good news is you can use hiragana to learn how to speak and read Japanese without knowing a large number of kanji. From the lack of examples, you can see I have yet to study kanji, but hopefully by the time we finish hiragana and katakana, I will have some knowledge of it. Alright, the last writing system is Romaji. Romaji is the romanization of Japanese characters. In Japan, Romaji is used on signs to help foreigners navigate and is the primary means of input into computers. If you've read any Japanese language material, you've probably encountered Romaji. One thing to take note is that all forms of Romaji do not look the same. The different forms of Romaji have different rules and one needs to be familiar with them to read properly. Well, that's it for this episode of the JPN podcast. On the next episode, we'll begin learning the first 10 hiragana. If you're watching, please send me an email and let me know what you think, or at least let me know that you tuned in. Thanks for watching.